Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. I'm a little bit later than I wanted to be today. I wanted to start at like 6 today. I just slept in. Probably because I'm, again, in a state of crippling depression that I cannot physically play Arc Raiders for myself at the moment. So I must have just got that extra hour of like depression sleep or something, you know what I'm saying? So we are back today. I'm not doing anything fancy again. Low-key streams for the first half of this week. We'll probably play some games in the second half of this week, but we're doing another coffee hour this morning. Spend some time talking about the game. We got 9 days into the launch of Arc Raiders next Thursday morning. Mr. Royal Gaming, who is our no commentary YouTube channel of choice that we like to watch here. We always shout him out before we watch his videos. If you like no commentary gaming, go give him a follow. But this is Royal Gaming. He was kind enough to upload another 2-hour segment of no commentary Arc Raiders from the playtest for people to watch and enjoy. So that's kind of what I'm watching today. It's not me. For those of you that watch this as a YouTube VOD later on today, this is not me physically playing the playtest. The playtest is over at the time of me streaming right now. So good morning, everybody. Yeah, 9 days needs to hurry up, man. Did you guys, for those of you who watched it, did you guys enjoy kind of the flow of the YouTube video last night? We dropped our second Arc Raiders YouTube video. It's not exploding as hard as the first one did. The first one exploded because it was the day of the game coming back out. So we caught that fire a little bit, but it is performing very, very well. Just not that crazy like viral explosion like the day the game was first out, but it's chugging along really, really solidly. The nighttime video is doing good. I can tell you how many views we're at now, which it's not even the views that really excite me. It's just the overall, like, how long people watch that video. I think the average view duration is like almost 15 minutes on that one, which is like triple the first video we did, because the first video we put out for Arc Raiders was very... We got lucky. We posted the video early, and everybody who was searching Arc Raiders on YouTube was clicking like our video, which was awesome. But this video seems to be resonating more with like the Extraction crowd, my old DMZ crowd, you guys, and the performance is much better than the first one, even though the view count is lower. So that makes me happy, because that means my core audience likes it. Your Arc Raiders video made me pre-order it. I got that comment so many times on both of the videos where like, this video made me pre-order the game. Which is, again, I'm not sponsored by Embark. I'm not an Embark partner. Maybe someday, if they notice my videos and they like me and they want to work with me, that'd be pretty cool. But as of right now, I'm not sponsored by them or affiliated in any way. I just make the videos because I like the game. So it's cool to see people like see my video and they're like, yep, I saw what I need to see. I'm buying this. No gaming for the next 9 days. No, we'll be doing some gaming. It's just a slow start to the week, just because I'm not streaming that long this week. I don't think you might not follow me on Twitter/X, Fred. But yesterday, and I said it on stream a couple of times too, I'm going to be taking a step back from like those longer streams, and longer for me means like 5-6 hours. And I'm going to be, just this week, we're going to be dialing back the streams to probably about 3.5 hours every morning, which is short and sweet, nothing too crazy. My usual go time is like 5 hours at least. Sometimes we stretch it to like 6 or 7. This week, I'm going to be cutting back the stream time a little bit by about 2 hours a day in favor of me spending that 2 hours editing instead. That's all. Just because I feel like right now, with so much hype for this game going into the release next week, my time would be better suited putting out as much quality content from the playtest, because I got a lot of it. As much quality content from the playtest as I can, so we gain more of an audience for this game, and I think that'll pay us back dividends in the long run. Let's go to the testing annex. Look there. That being said, those of you who choose to join me this week, you guys are the goats, especially because we're doing a little bit shorter of the streams this week. But next week everything changes, especially Thursday and Friday, because Thursday this game comes out, and it comes out at 5 a.m. my time. So my ass will be live and in color at 5 a.m. on Thursday to start the actual grind and journey into this game. So come join me Thursday morning if you're an early bird special type of dude. If not, we'll see you when you wake up, and obviously I'll be on it all day Friday as well. What's the video called? I'm still debating on getting it. So you can go to YouTube. It's not here on TikTok. These are long form videos, Julian. You can watch either of my recent YouTube videos. I just put one out last night, but that one specifically focuses on the nighttime raids in Arc Raiders, not like the whole game overall. The first video is the one that I would recommend to you, that gives you a real good insight of all the different player interactions, the flow of the game. A lot of different stuff in my first video. That one is called Arc Raiders is Simply a Masterpiece, and that's on YouTube. Or if you just search Lucci on YouTube, go look for my last two Arc Raiders videos. Watch whichever one you like and make the decision for yourself, but they're both on my YouTube channel. AK Native, thank you for the 10 fucking gifted, baby. Good morning. What's up, Pat? Good morning, baby. I'm taking my annual leave for this game. Nice, dude. Nice. I don't think I've been this pleased with a game in a hot minute. There's some people... So the sentiment I see around Arc Raiders right now is probably like 80 to 90% positive, but there is a pretty loud vocal minority that's not happy with the game. And I think the problem for them is they got caught up in all the hype, which there was a lot of hype, because for me, I'm still hyped about this game because this is my type of game. They got caught up in the hype, the people that ended up not liking it. And I think they just don't like extraction shooters. And I don't know what they were expecting, but they saw everybody else super excited for this game, and they said, hey, it must be a good game, and they had convinced themselves it was a good game. And then they played it and realized that, hey, I don't really like extraction shooters. This is not my vibe. And I don't think it's necessarily that they don't like Arc Raiders. I would bet you that those people don't like Escape from Tarkov, that they don't like Delta 4. You know what I mean? Like, that tends to be the vibe I've seen on social media so far. So it's not going to be for everybody, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't be for... I don't care that not everybody likes the game. Not everybody likes Warzone, and Warzone gave me the best career in the world. You know what I mean? There were Warzone haters even during the first year of Verdansk. I don't give a shit. It's not every studio and not every game is going to be a game for everybody. That's the point. I think they will, or at least have different biomes. Yes, Ray. So I watched a short dev interview with the people that make Arc Raiders. I think I'll try to find it for you guys and post in the Discord for anybody that's interested. I watched a dev interview, and they said our plans for the game, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday. They said our plans for the game are to make it a 10-year game. Big Daddy Rooch, thank you for the 2 years. Good morning. If they can, their ambition is to have this still be around in 10 years, just like the Fortnites, the Minecrafts. Like, they want it to be that long of a project where it constantly evolves over a decade, which is cool to know that they have that type of like ambition in their head for where they see this going. But in the immediate future, they said we're not gonna get into everything that is potentially on our roadmap over the next couple of years, because, and I'm gonna pause this. I like that they said that they don't want to get into everything that they could potentially put on their roadmap for coming to the game down the pipeline for a year or 2 years from now, because what that does is it creates false promises, and it creates and it creates hope, and then when that doesn't happen, people get let down. They said right now what they can guarantee is there will be new maps to explore in the future, because we're getting 5 maps at launch. They said they can guarantee that they're working on new maps, new weapons, new types of arc bosses and arc units to fight, and new crafting systems and stuff like that. They said that's all we can guarantee. We know that's coming. As far as the direction of the game and like anything past that, we don't want to make any promises, just because we don't want people getting hyped and then we end up deciding to go a different way. So I like that they just left it at that, instead of saying like, oh, we're gonna be going to this fucking different planet biome. They probably are gonna do different biomes though. My theory is that in the future, I don't know, what's the lore with Arc Raiders? Are we technically on Earth, or is this so futuristic that we're not even on Earth or anything? I don't think this is Earth. I don't think it's like a realistic lore. I think this is their own home planet. What I'm trying to say, it is Earth in the future. Okay. I think in the future, some of the maps that we'll go to will be on different planets. I do. I could see that. Or maybe we never have to leave Earth. Maybe the different maps are in, like you said, different biomes on Earth. Like we travel outside of this immediate area. Maybe we go to more jungle landscapes. Maybe we go to more Arctic landscape. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'd say I probably agree with what you're saying. Uzumaki, thank you for the 6 months at tier 1, totaling 34 months over on Twitch. Thank you. I don't know what to play anymore for 9 days. Nothing else satisfies me. That's where I'm at, Raid. I'm in the same position you're at, brother. That's why, I don't know if you were here for it, but that's why I said I'm taking a little bit of a step back and I'm cutting the stream times that I'm live in half. Because right now, I'm going to be honest, I have more fun talking about Arc Raiders and these just chatting segments with some coffee in the morning with you guys and starting my day like this, and then getting off early and editing more Arc Raiders content. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've put out 2 long form videos in the last 4 days for Arc Raiders, both quality pieces of content that I'm proud of. My next transition is going to be going into the short form. So if you guys like my short mini stories, you know, I'm talking like 1 to 2 minutes long. You guys have probably seen them in your shorts feed or on TikTok. Expect one of those is going to be dropping today. One of those probably be dropping tomorrow as well. I'm gonna be working on 2 videos today once I get off stream. So no gameplay today. There's no what game will we play? What game would I play right now? The servers are off. I'm definitely not playing Warzone. Bro, I love Chubbs to death, but I tuned into his stream for a little bit just to check up on him and make sure his mental health was good. And I watched that dude play Warzone for like 5 minutes, and like, you can tell that dude's mental on Warzone is fucking cooked. He's only showing up for you guys, and that's it, dude. He looks dead inside playing Warzone. Like, he's just so not his usual chipper self, and I can tell when he's like burnt out on something. He's only showing up for his community right now. It's the only reason he's playing that game. And sometimes sometimes this shit's a grind, and that's all you can do, but at least he's still showing up every day, right? Making the most of it like he always does. Yeah, this is a recording, guys. The Arc Raider, I can show you right here. And we did this yesterday. There's a little bit of confusion. I'm just watching this on YouTube. And again, shout out to Royal Gaming. This is a no commentary channel on YouTube. I always shout him out because I usually watch his stuff for no commentary when we're just chatting like this, but always give credit to the original creator. I don't want to stream his stuff without shouting him out every few minutes. He was kind enough to upload 4 hours worth of no commentary Arc Raiders gameplay from the playtest. No talking, no banter, nothing. Just pure gameplay so people can watch it. Yeah. Yeah, the gameplay is pre-recorded, but I'm live. It is currently Tuesday at 7:19 a.m. on October 21st. We are live right now chatting. I am not pre-recorded today. The gameplay is. Do you play solos or trios? Okay, so here's what I will say about this game. Solos feels more immersive, and the player-to-player interactions feel way cooler and way better because there's not so many people around. So my favorite way to play this game right now is solos, because I think people are more willing to talk it out in solos and help each other out. Duos and trios looks better for the PvP. Like, if you're going in, you're looking to fucking fight, I think duos and trios is the way. If you're looking to maybe fight, but maybe find a homie to link up with and do some missions, or just be cool and just meet some people, I think solos is the way. And for me, I've always been a solo extraction type of guy, so solos is definitely, without a doubt, my favorite mode. I don't know that I'll ever really queue into trios. Duos seems really fun too, and it feels like it could go both ways. I see myself playing a lot of duos with a buddy on this game. Chubbs, Smith Doggy, Shady, Onyx, Stone Mountain, you know what I mean? And maybe I'll run some trios if we got the right trio. I know yesterday you guys were saying we should try to put like me, Stone Mountain, and Onyx together on a trio. I think that'd be a good vibe. So I'm definitely down from that. Another homie who I've watched his journey, and I'm super proud of this kid. He's not a kid, he's a grown-ass man. Anybody that's younger than me is a kid. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm a kid to everybody who's in their 50s and 40s too. But another content creator that I would love to get some games in with one day, even if it's just me and him running some duos on this. Will from Work. Anybody in here Will from Work fan? You probably more recently know him from collaborating with Jack Frags over the last year or so. But Will is a friend of mine from the Warzone scene back in the day. I first met Will from Work from Warzone when Verdansk launched. And we've been at least acquaintances ever since. I don't talk to Will that much, but I've always respected his grind, and I've always respected the content he put out, and he's just a good dude. And seeing his transition from Warzone streamer to turning the face cam off. I've been friends with Will and known of Will since he used to stream with a face cam in his fucking full suit and tie with the office green screen in the background, okay? This is like 5.5 years ago. And then he switched up the flow. He said, I'm not going that route anymore. He turned the camera off and he started making really immersive, just solid YouTube videos, and he's come a long way, and I'm super proud of that dude. I love his videos. So I'm gonna have to hit up Will and see if he's down to get a couple raids in. Now, I didn't know that Will knew Jack Frags, because seemingly out of nowhere to me, Will and Jack started playing together, and I'm like, this is awesome for Will, but how did this come about? Maybe they're friends in real life and I just didn't know. I feel like, is the UK that small? Is every UK fucking YouTuber friends? Because every UK YouTuber that's worth a damn, all are somehow friends with each other.
If you're looking to blow some stuff up, I got you
like Jack Frags, Tomographic, Westy, Stode, or Stade, Will from Work, and there's a few more that I'm not coming to me right now. The UK is literally the size of Pennsylvania in the US, or smaller. Damn, really? Wow. I always underestimate how big the United States truly is. And I think I talked to Westy one time, because Westy's been to Florida a couple of times for like gaming events and stuff. And Westy, like, a lot of those guys from the UK don't realize the sheer size of the United States and why people from the United States travel so much, but within our own country. Bro, if you go, like, I live in Florida. If you go from Florida to California or Florida to Colorado, the landscapes are so drastically fucking different. It's an entirely different biome. Like, I live where it's a lot of pine woods, oak forests, scrub pine, prairies, swamps. But then you drive 8 hours north of me, and now you're in fucking Appalachia. Like, the United States it's massive. It's way bigger than I think people from other countries understand. And unless you've been here or you are just have studied it at all, it's hard to grasp, because I mean, still, I drive all over the country and I still get caught up in my mind. I'm like, we're still in this fucking state. It's been like 4 hours and we're still in this state. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Is he ignoring the comments? Is this pre-record? Don Colado, can you stop acting like a whiny, entitled bitch? All you're doing is spamming, is this pre-recorded? And then yelling, is he ignoring me? I'm talking to other people right now. My goodness, dude. Guys are so fucking needy. Yes, the game... Guys, don't make me do this at 7:26 in the morning. Like, fucking Google is your best friend. Please, God. You know the playtest is closed. You know this is not me playing. I'm sitting here drinking coffee, touching my microphone. You know it's not me playing. Holy shit. Like, what is it with people coming into chat acting like they're fucking... Like they are just, like, born. This, like, they're like... Oh... I thought the game was closed, but he's doing some type of magic to play it. Like, guys, holy shit, bro. Like, exiting the womb for the first time, like entering reality. God damn. Like, you felt like... Chat, help me. What the fuck am I supposed to do here, bro? I can't entertain that all day. It's not even 8 a.m., dude. I'm already losing my mind. Got me fucking stressed out. Bro, maybe he thought you had early access or something. Yeah, just me. Lucci TV, the sole person in the fucking universe that has early access. Nobody else. None of the biggest streamers in the world. No one, just me. Lil old Lucci TV, the only one with early access. 9 days ahead of launch. Yeah, that's it. Don't you think everybody else would be playing right now? How are you pausing mid-game? Ready? Wingardium Leviosa. See what I can do? This is called streamer privilege. You ever get in one of my lobbies? I'm gonna freeze time on your bitch ass, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're gonna be like, what the fuck, dude? My game's crashing. Next thing you know, you're gonna be on your ass, and I'm gonna be over your head like fucking this with my fist cocked back. Be like, any last words? I'm just gonna punch you in your forehead, and you're gonna return to Speranza the painful way. Then why are you watching it? What kind of question is that? Because I fucking want to watch it. What do you mean, why am I Are you talking to someone else? TikTok. Listen, I love like 90% of you on TikTok. I'm about to turn that chat off my screen so I don't have to read the stupidity anymore. I can't. My blood pressure, it's 7:30 in the morning, bro. I can't. You guys are raising my blood pressure. TikTok chat might be getting the axe today. We got Lucci's warm iodine hole coming in with 100 kicks. Good morning. Bruce, thank you for the $5 super. Good morning, Bruce. Your mom's beaver squeezer, thank you for the $2. How do we really know it's not you playing? Well, you don't, I guess. What's up, Brian? Good morning. Early TikTok crash out. Never hurt nobody except for my mental health. Guys, his main chat is kick. This dude hardly looks this way. My advice, enjoy, don't ask questions. I mean, my busiest chat is kick. That would be a better way to see it. So let me explain to you guys how I have my window set up. I don't have four separate chat windows because I'm streaming in 4 different places. I have one chat window and every platform's chat is condensed. Like, you know when you usually see a Twitch chat or a Kick chat? Imagine that, but it's YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and TikTok chat all coming through like it's one big chat box. So a lot of times I just pick the most recent message, and it's not really like I don't pick and choose what platform to answer. I just look up and try to like pick messages here and there and respond to them. It just so happens that Kick is my busiest chat, so those tend to be the questions that I answer the most. Hatch, thank you for the 21 months. Good morning, all you sexy motherfuckers. Finally have a day off after 20 straight days of work. Jesus. Tip action. Thank you for the 100 kicks. That's a great name. Are Lucci's Warzone days over? Yes. For the foreseeable future, yes. I don't think you'll see me on Warzone, Levi, for quite some time. I kind of talked about this yesterday, but it really is a sad state with Warzone right now, one that I just no longer have any interest in being involved with. Bo, thank you for the 500 kicks. Here you go, Lucci. Here is 5 to help you lower your blood pressure. I'll keep watch to hear you talk. Your voice turns me. Okay. Bo, go back to work. Get the fuck out of here. I'm kind of coming to that same spot myself. Yeah, because Warzone is nothing but hackers these days. Yeah, I mean, Warzone is just stale, dude. It's there's nothing going on, man. When's the last time Warzone had a substantial update? You know what I mean? We're playing Rebirth Island and Verdansk in almost 2026. And Verdansk is going to continue to be the big map for probably another 5 to 6 months before they finally give us Avalon and the new Blackout mode with Warzone. So for the next 5-6 months, like, who gives a shit? I don't know, man. I've had a lot of career pivot points in my streaming and content creation journey, and this is just another one. I'm not saying we'll never go back to Warzone again. I will. At the end of the day, I still love Warzone, but I'm not the only one leaving the game. It's not just me. I don't know if you guys do we have any Iceman Isaac fans in the chat? Show of hands. And anybody a big fan of Iceman Isaac? He's a buddy of mine. Iceman Isaac put out a YouTube video yesterday pretty much announcing that he's quitting Warzone. And we all knew it was coming. He's moving on to Battlefield, which is, I think, one of the games he started on. He's moving on to Battlefield and moving on to the Battlefield Battle Royale. And that's kind of his next journey at the moment. And Isaac's done with Warzone too. And so am I, man. you guys know where to find me for probably the next few months. We are gonna play other games though. Don't get it twisted. I'm not like just gonna be an Arc Raiders main. It's gonna be probably my most played game on stream and content for sure for a little bit because I'm hyped. But if that Battlefield 6 BR is good, you can expect some solo BR play on Battlefield. That's gonna be fun. I'm still a battle royale guy, so I'm interested in that. And then this year, my challenge to myself is to really pivot hard into being a variety YouTube channel. I've done the groundwork. I've uploaded plenty of different types of shooters. I've had success with all of it. And I think the time is now where I stop pigeonholing myself into one area and we just continue branching out. So when new games come out, we're playing them. And I don't really give a fuck what type of game it is. It could be a BR, an extraction shooter. It could be a single player game that I just want to experience with you guys for a little bit on stream. I'm playing whatever the fuck, whenever the fuck. I've done my work for the last 5-6 years, kind of securing my spot as a creator. And I feel like I've done enough to separate myself from just one game. So that's what I'm gonna do. My biggest inspiration for that is, again, people like Tomographic. I love Tomo's content because Tomo uploads whatever game he wants. For Christ's sake, I think one of Tomo's best videos ever was a video on Riders Republic, which is a BMX game. I want to do shit like that. I want to play whatever looks fun, man. And that's what I'm gonna do. Big Wiss, thank you for the gifted. Tomo actually kind of mentored me a little bit a couple of years ago and gave me a lot of advice that he didn't need to, but he went out of his way and he kind of looked over my YouTube channel for me and he told me how I should start experimenting and there's never a right time to do it and I should just go for it. And I didn't listen to him for like 6 months and then I started and it was the best decision I ever made. And I think the first real change away from Call of Duty content that I did on my main channel was PUBG. And now the PUBG video, I have a PUBG video on my channel that is the most viewed video on my YouTube channel. And I'm a COD guy, remember? That I played PUBG in 2025. That video might, if it keeps going, it might, I don't know if it's going to hit it before 2026 and then it's going to kind of be out of relevancy, but it's like 750,000 views. And then I did a follow-up video that got like 250,000. And that was my first, like, actually I tried PUBG in 2024. That was my first real stray away from COD. But then I did it again in 2025 and I'll do it again in 2026. That is now a staple video on the channel, a staple series. Once a year we go back to PUBG and do we're gonna be doing I tried PUBG in 2026 this January, so I'm excited for that. Is editing easy? Depends on what type of editing you're doing. I don't really do anything crazy. I mean, what's easy for me is not going to be easy for someone who's never edited. No, it's more I don't do flashy transition work and like special effects. I just tell a good story and I try to set the mood, so my editing is a little more simple, but it's what I found success with and it's what I enjoy doing. But even my editing, for someone who's never edited before, you're going to try to recreate what I do and you're going to be like, well, I don't understand how the fuck he does that part. You know what I mean? Just little stuff. But I don't really do anything fancy. It's not that editing's hard, because once you learn the basic controls of whatever software you use, whether it's, you know, Premiere or DaVinci like I use, It's all just getting reps in. It's more time consuming than anything. That's the biggest barrier for most people, is just how time consuming it can be when you're not like fluent in the basic controls yet. But I've done the type of content that I do so much. Now, don't get me wrong. Before I say this, there are some videos, even short form videos, that are only like 2 minutes long, that I'll spend like 6 hours editing. And that's a long time for me for like a short form video, like 6 hours of editing for like a 1.5-minute clip. Sometimes I get a little bit experimental and I want to try some new shit, and I do some fancy stuff. Not all the time. When I do that, it's more time consuming because I'm learning myself a new skill. But for instance, my long form video that's 30 minutes from yesterday, I edited that video in 3.5, 4 hours. And that includes chopping things up, doing the cuts and zooms, doing the transitions between chapters, and layering all of the appropriate music where it needed to be to fit the moment. That was about 4 hours for me yesterday. Vegeta, thank you for these 6 months. Good morning. Flack TV, thank you for the membership. Welcome in. Lucci's foreskin, thank you for the gifted over on the purple. Yeah, the type of this shit's awesome, man. These night raids are sick. I use DaVinci Resolve to edit. Scrubbing footage takes the longest. See, Brian, I don't really scrub footage because the way I have my shit set up, I don't like. I have my foot pedal, like my Elgato foot pedal set up to every time there's a moment that happens that I'm like, hey, I'm gonna want to include that in a video. I step on my foot pedal and it puts a stream marker on my Twitch VOD for me. And then when I end stream, I literally just go to that Twitch, that stream marker, and I'm like, oh, that's at 1 hour and 15 minutes. And I just go right to 1 hour and 15 minutes in my recording. And I know that, like, okay, this long form video, this is the raid that I want that from. So that's how I have my shit set up. So it's just, I have all of the moments while I'm live, like the highlights automatically marked, so that when I go into editing, I know where everything is. It just makes it easier for me. But even then, like, sometimes the raids last like 30 minutes and you still have to go through, maybe cut out a little bit of dead space that doesn't make sense floating around there for no reason. But I record my entire VODs. Yeah, I don't do the replay buffer. I record every entire live stream, the whole thing. That's just the way I've always done it. I never saw one streamer make it through a full 30-minute raid. That's because they suck, dude. Lucci, can you update your stream to view landscape? No, I'm probably not going to do that. Guys, if you want to view the landscape, like horizontal view, you're going to have to leave TikTok. Because I don't currently use TikTok Studio, and I have no plans on changing over to TikTok Studio because that shit is a buggy mess. I'm one of the few TikTok streamers that got a stream key a long time ago, so I can just use it through OBS. And I don't plan on fucking with that. So unfortunately, if you're on TikTok, you're gonna have to choose one of the other platforms to watch on if you want the landscape view. Because I don't want to mess around with stuff and try to repurpose everything. How big of a hard drive do you use to record? Let me see. I use a Where is it? I think it's 2 terabytes. I use a 2 terabyte SSD, and usually with my settings that gets me through about a month or so of Monday through Friday full stream recordings before I have to start emptying some of the backlog. Does this game cost money? Yep, $40. But those little hard drives are pretty expensive. At least they were when I bought it. 2 terabyte SSD. And it's an external, so I can have it on the go and edit on the go if I want to. I don't know which one I have. Is it a 2 or is it a 4? I don't. There we go. It's a 2. $200 for the one I have. It's a Samsung T7 Shield. Samsung T7 Shield. 2 terabyte portable SSD. That's the one I use. And that's the one, that's the same one, Project Recovery. If you actually are going to get that one, I've been using that for 2.5, 3 years now. Not a single problem with it. It's fast enough anyway. And that enables me to pretty much, I don't have a laptop yet for editing, but I do want to purchase an editing laptop before this year ends so I can use it for next year's tax write-offs. I'm probably going to pick up a laptop just so I can edit on the go. Cause I'm sorry, but the weather down here in Florida is extremely beautiful at this point. It's like perfect fucking weather to just be outside at a park somewhere doing my work instead of sitting in my dungeon ass office. Is Arc Raiders going to be a full release? Yes. I want a MacBook. Yeah, last year we bought my wife a MacBook, like the fucking top of the line one, and she loves that fucking thing. I love that fucking thing. So I'm debating on getting the same one essentially for myself. Might pick up a MacBook Pro. I definitely will pick up something, probably a MacBook Pro before December. So I can edit while we're on vacation. Going back up to Little Rhode Island for the holidays this year, chat. Back up to Little Rhodey. I'll still be streaming from there, so I'm not taking like 2 weeks off. We'll still be live every day. Just be working from a different office. Hopefully no hurricanes while you're gone this time. Well, yeah, this time last year we were up there and then Hurricane Milton happened. Now granted, you're probably in the clear for hurricanes by December 20th. I'm sure stranger things have happened, but we should be okay this time. Oh, it's gonna be cold, man. I haven't been to Rhode Island in the winter in like 2 years. Because we went up for Christmas, not last year, but the year before. We did the same thing where we visited for Christmas time. I haven't been in Little Rhodey in late December in a little bit. My fucking reptilian Florida blood is not going to be fucking ready for it, dude. I'm fully acclimated. Oh, do you even have a coat? Not anymore. No, I don't. I don't even have any of my winter clothes with me. I don't think. I have hoodies. That's it. As someone who lives here year round, I'm sorry you got to come here. Brother, I grew up in Rhode Island. I lived there for 32 years before I moved. You're not driving, are we? Oh yeah, we're driving. Road trip, baby. We got 2 big dogs we're taking with us. They can't get on the plane. Got a sweet 19-hour drive coming up, baby. This will be, what, the 4th time we've done this drive? We always drive. We always drive. It's just part of the routine at this point. We were the people in the family that wanted to move 1,300 miles away, so this is our cross to bear. We also, whenever we have family visit, we buy their plane tickets and stuff too, because we were the ones that wanted to pick up and fucking abandon ship. So we try to help out the family whenever they're visiting down here. We usually buy their tickets. We're the ones that drive up. So am I taking the chickens with me? No, the chickens are staying here. We're gonna have somebody probably staying at the house the whole time we're gone. So we'll have a house sitter doing our daily chicken routine and stuff. So someone will be here. But no, the chickens are not coming. We're not taking the chickens on a road trip. Couldn't the house sitter take care of the dogs? Yeah, brother. Do you have dogs? Number one, no, that's never happening. Our dogs are extremely attached to us, like separation anxiety attached to us. We cannot leave the dogs. That's just it's not even an option. The dogs are coming. They're with us all day, every day. Ellie gets like fucking depressed when her mom's not around. Yeah, dogs are kind of like kids. They have a very strong bond to you. I wouldn't want to leave them anyway. I know they'd be sad because we do everything with them, and we just disappear for 2.5 weeks. You know what I mean? They wouldn't know what the fuck is going on. So I don't know. We usually stop and stay in a hotel somewhere on the road trip. So we'll probably do that. I just have no interest in doing 19 hours straight. Neither does Ariel. We never do that. We always stop at least once, sometimes twice. Yeah, we've thought about getting an RV too, but there's a lot of things we want to get right now. Like, you know, buying a house would be one. So as much as like I would love to have an RV that we just have in the family because it makes sense for our lifestyle now. You know, kind of just trying to save money as much as we can, so when the right home comes up that we like, we scoop it or try to. Are the Jeeps roomy enough for that long of a trip? I mean, we've already done it in the Jeep twice, so it works for us. You lay, we have a 4-door Wrangler, so you lay the with a hardtop, so you just lay the back seat down, and we put like a bunch of blankets and like the dog beds in the back with the seats down. And I mean, we have two big dogs, and they get around just fine. They can stretch, move, lay out, sleep however they want.
Stay back, will you? I'll show you the goods.
And then we usually pull a trailer with our shit in it with the Jeep. Oh, the dogs love it. Yeah, Jacko. The dogs love the road trip. They love getting out at all the fucking random stops and smelling everything and pissing where other dogs have pissed. They just marking territory all over the United States. They love it. The dogs are always super excited. We drive from New York City to Florida a lot. We always make a stop in North Carolina or South Carolina. That's usually where we stop, Drew. We pick a different spot to stop every time, but that's usually what we do. We've stayed like right off the highway in Rocky Mount, North Carolina a couple of times. Last year we stayed in like Hilton Head, South Carolina, which was fucking beautiful. That area, oh my god. Oh my god, if I was gonna stay in the South but not live in Florida, I think that'd be it. If I could afford it. We stopped in Florence, South Carolina one time. We've stayed over there. Any idea why I chose Florence to stay in one of the times? Any guesses? You know what else is in Florence right off the highway, chat? Bussies. Woke up, first thing we did before we got back on the road, right to Bussies. We stop at that Florence Bussies every single time. Every time. I refuse to drive by that son of a bitch without stopping. On the way down and on the way back. 2 Bussies trips every road trip. Minimum. You cannot drive by Bussies and not stop. That's the law of the land on 95. You pass the damn Bussies, you stop at that motherfucker. I don't care where you at, where you going, what type of shit you're on the way to do. Even if you just go in to use them pristine bathrooms for a piss break, that's fine. Them cinnamon pecans are bussin'. Yeah, they are. If we can catch a good Bussies run in the morning when they're still serving breakfast, I like them, what do they got? Like brisket and egg burritos? Oh, those brisket, egg and cheese burritos they make there. Fucking hell. Oh, my mouth's watering thinking about it right now. Because I'm going to be there in like 2 months when we go up for the road trip. Oh my god. That might be... I know, like, I'm going to visit family up north and stuff, but I think I might be the most excited for Bussies. Oh, fat guy, thank you for the 2 months. Okay, what was that question? Ayo, I didn't try this game. Is it gay or not? On a scale from 1 to uwu? I have to rate Arc Raiders gayness on a 1 to uwu scale. I don't know, like a Like a 5? I don't know. There's like maybe some stuff in there that's a little fruity. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to that when I was playing. Let me get back to you, Atomic. Let me get back to you after the full launch. I'll let you know what the uwu scale's reading. Yeah, there might be sugar in some of these tanks. I don't. Well, he said he's gonna buy it. He said, I think I'm gonna buy it. I haven't purchased a game since Warzone 2019. Brother, who sold you Warzone? That shit is free. Who the hell did you buy Warzone from? A crackhead? Trucker guy, thank you for the kicks. Hatch, thank you for the 8 months. Good morning, brother. Wasn't it $60? No. The multiplayer was that year, but you didn't need to buy that. You could just play. I think he thought that he had to buy the multiplayer to play Warzone back in the day, which is fair, because Warzone and like a free-to-play COD experience was a new thing at the time. I probably would have done the same thing.
Hold up, I heard something.
Is this game like Once Human but PvP? I have never played Once Human, so I don't want to give you the wrong answer. But there is PvP involved. I'm 30 minutes. Yes, it's similar. One of my mods is saying. That's a TikTok person asking, I believe. I'm 30 minutes from the first Buc-ee's, so they are all around me. I don't care what road trip I'm on. It's not a mandatory stop. It's not a mandatory stop. I mean, bro, that's the only place I stop. Although I did, okay, this guy's getting mauled by a spider. Oh yeah, I owe Brian beef jerky. I was supposed to buy beef jerky on my way up, and I did buy the beef jerky. But then we went through all the hurricane shit last year, so shit got crazy. I accidentally brought the beef jerky back with me to Florida without ever giving it to Brian. And well, I ate it. so there's that. But this year I got you, because hopefully there won't be any hurricanes, so we can just stay the whole trip and not have to do this fucking fly back and forth shit over 3 days. I did eat Brian's meat, yes. And his wife's. I ate all of it. There was 2 separate bags, and I ate it all. I think his wife wanted, what was it, the jalapeno beef jerky, and then you wanted something else. I ate all of it. And I like stress ate it too, because once we finally got back, when we finally got back home to Florida for good, like after the flying back and forth to evacuate the cats for the fucking Hurricane Milton and all that shit, when we finally actually got back at the house, I stress ate that beef jerky for like 3 days. Not 3 days, maybe 2.5. It was like over 2.5 days. Both bags were gone. They're gonna add more maps to the game. No, yes, there will be more maps to the game as part of their content, like roadmap. There are 5 maps at launch. We only played 1 during this recent server slam, which is weird because during the technical test a few months ago they had like 3 maps available, so I'm surprised they just didn't give us that same build. Definitely would have been more variety if they just gave us the same technical test build, because I think the tech tests have had at least 3 maps, because I've played other maps before. The other maps are cool though. You guys are gonna like them. Sith Happens, thank you for the 100 kicks. Good morning. Yeah, I think that was their logic. Let's see how much we can stress test everybody loading into one map before we break something. And then at launch, people are going to be spread out amongst like 5 different maps, so it'll be different. Not to be a conspiracy theorist, but isn't it weird that how the government shut down and no hurricanes? I'm just happy there hasn't been a lot of storms this year, man. I haven't seen a pigeon in a minute also. Yeah, them birds, where them birds at? What the hell are these guys doing? Oh, they're hiding from the ark. Okay. That is not an exfil point. They're just in a fucking bunker. That's one of the spawn bunkers. Did you know doves are just albino pigeons? I did not know that. Now I do. Everybody always said, like, I see all those TikToks about, like, the nostalgic bird noises that you haven't heard since, like, you were a kid. And people got the mourning dove on those videos. I'm like, are you guys, like, living in a place where mourning doves were just fucking decimated? Because I hear mourning dove. We have them in my yard every day. I see them eating in my bird feeder. I hear them all the time. Like, where are you people living that, like, the mourning dove population got ruined? I don't... I'm like, what do you fuck... Man, you know why you fuckers don't hear them anymore? Because you're not outside, you fucking gremlins. Go outside. They're still there, I promise. Every fucking day. All the fucking Gen Z, they're like, oh, I don't hear what I used to hear growing up. Yeah, because you're not outside anymore. You're sitting behind the screens in your fucking room all day. These goddamn kids need to go outside and play. Well, most of the Gen Zs are like in their mid-20s now, but that's besides the point.
Down there. Head home at the north shop down there.
This is an old stream. No, it's not. Stop spreading bullshit. See how I just answered you in real time? Would I be able to do that from a pre-recorded stream from last week? The answer is no. What do you want me to say to prove that today is the day that I'm actually streaming on? Ask me a question. Say Lucci loves DMZ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck off. How about that? Oh. Tell the date, October 21st, 8:07 a.m. It's a Tuesday right now. There you go. There you go. Oh my God, there's a lot of viewers here. Do we have a lot of viewers in the TikTok today? Okay, my TikTok live visibility got restricted again for this live. Why? What did we say? I never know what we say. Just 300? I think we had way more. We were in the For You page for a while on TikTok. We were getting some traction on today's stream, and then they restricted us. Oh, hold on. TikTok, listen. This is a perfect time to plug you guys to one of my main streams. Look, a lot of you guys were saying like, hey, how do I see it not only vertical? This is the time to join us over on Kick, baby. The Kick stream link is in my bio. I'm gonna go ahead and reset the TikTok live. I will be live on here again. If you just refuse to move to any other platform, that's fine. But if you ever wanted to join us on my main platform, you'd be helping me directly. I get paid literally an hourly rate based on how many viewers and chat interaction over on Kick. So the Kick link is in my bio here on TikTok, or you just download Kick Streaming, the app on whatever phone app store you have, make an account, follow your boy Lucci over there, come say what up. I'll be right back. I'm going to end the TikTok live and restart it. You want to know why? It's because I said the word gay. And you're not allowed to be gay on TikTok, apparently. My question is, like, what do actual gay people do on TikTok live when they're talking about, like, things having to do with being gay? Like, let's just say, like, someone was a gay content creator and they're, like, organizing an event for, I don't know, Pride Month, whatever, and they say the word gay multiple times. What do they do? Did they get suppressed by the algorithm? Or is it just me because I'm stereotypical white dude with a beard that looks heterosexual? Like, do they get suppressed in the algorithm because they say the word gay, or is it just white dudes with beards that look straight? Because I feel like that's a little discriminatory that I got my live access restricted because I said the word gay. Seems a little dumbassery to me, no? Anybody else feel like that's fucking stupid? Okay, all right. I look up a chat and everybody says, looks heterosexual. I'm gay for Arc Raiders, okay. They have their G card. Devin, can you give me that one too? Or can you just give me the other one? I got a different card from Devin, but I don't know if he can hand out the G card. Let's see. Let's see what we got to do here. Let's see. All right, we'll restart the TikTok live there. See if we can start off on a better foot. Well, we got a bunch of new followers coming over to the Kick because of that, though. Master Gunner, thank you for 17 months. Red Eye, Danny, Cambot, Dark and Raw, Bruins, Magnificent, and Beastman. Thank you guys for the new follows. Welcome in. Welcome in, ladies and gentle fellows. Thank you for coming over here, showing the love, showing the support. Appreciate you. Still glazing this glorious game this crisp morning? I am, Chris. I am. Good morning, everybody. If you're just joining in here for the first time, welcome. We are just watching. We are not actually playing. We are watching some Arc Raiders footage. Just chatting about the game a little bit here. Kind of just hanging out, man. So if you're on YouTube, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, double tap that screen, spam a bunch of likes. If you got any questions about the game, or I'm watching somebody else's no commentary footage right now. I'm not actually playing. I'm buying the deluxe edition today. I bought the deluxe edition, and I believe, dude, they had this one bundle that I bought or got to use during the first playtest, and it was like this kind of like cowboy looking bundle. He had like a almost like a cowboy hat on. I think you guys probably know which one I'm talking about. It was all kind of brown, like tan leather. I want that one again. That one might come with the deluxe bundle, I don't know, but that one was sick. Like, my favorite. I'm most excited for, like, the skins that they're potentially going to bring to this game. because I think they can do a lot of really, really cool shit that fits this universe and fits this theme. And unlike a lot of other games, the third person actually lends itself to you being able to, you know, they get creative with the bundles because you can see your player, your raider, which I really I enjoy it. I like the third person in this game. It's not going to be for everybody, but I enjoy the third person a lot. Vortex, thank you for the 19 months. Happy subiversary, you beautiful bearded bastard. Shh, don't tell my wife. Okay. Bro, seeing your new vids from you every day, it means you're excited for this game. It's not work when you're having fun, right, Trickster? You got it, buddy. That's 100%. Like, I have not felt this excited to make videos on a game since DMZ was in its prime. Now, I've made a lot of videos since we stopped playing DMZ, but I've done them. Some of them begrudgingly, but I haven't enjoyed the process as much until this game came out, and now I'm all in, man. The passion's back, the fire is burning, the stove has been lit, and all the other things. Yesterday's video is doing great. Almost at 25,000 views in 14 hours. That's fantastic. I mean, if that video hits 30,000 plus within the first 24 hours, that son of a bitch is going to 100K probably over the next week. And that'd be my second Arc Raiders video over 100K if we can make it there. So, I mean, can you really ask for more than that, man? The game's not even out, and we're already getting 6-figure views on long-form videos. We're hitting the ground running when this shit drops, man. So today, my plan, just so everybody knows my content strategy, I'm gonna be, you expect a couple of probably 2 to 3 Arc Raiders short form videos over the next 2-3 days. I'm taking a step back from long form. I'm gonna attack the short form algorithm now. TikTok, Reels, YouTube Shorts. I want to get all up in there. So I did really well with 2 long forms. Now we're going to transition to like 2 or 3 short videos, like the mini stories that you guys know me for. And then I probably got enough content, like good quality raids, for 1 more solid long form that I'll probably drop over this weekend or maybe early next week, right before the game drops. So, a lot of videos on the way this week and next. I have a question if you don't mind me asking. I mean, I'll let you know after you ask it. I don't mind you asking. I don't mind you asking nothing, though. If I have an answer that I can give you, I'll give it to you. Do you think they will have Twitch or Kick drops for this game? Probably at some point, yeah. I would imagine that, I mean, they probably do like drops for this game. I know drops are eventually coming to Kick from what I've heard, so that's cool. I would say probably at some point. I don't know if it's gonna be, they're gonna have drops at the launch. Bobby Too Rude with the 40 months over on the purple. Thank you, Bobby. Aston, thank you for the 3 months. Just a couple of days to go. So ready for Lucha's storytelling in the Arc Raiders universe. Happy to be part of the L fam. Good times coming. Thank you, man. Thank you for the support over, I don't know how many months at this point in DMR. You have me now. I present you with the G card. Okay, somebody made an account called Lucci's G card, which is okay. Good morning. Just Cuz is spamming hell yes. Thank you. Nuclear Viper, thank you for the new follow. Bang it, thank you for the 10 biddies. I say biddies, kicks. It doesn't sound cool to say kickies. I get confused. There's too many things. There's all the things, too many of the things. Hey, Luch, question. If I have the money for one AAA game, what should I get? Battlefield 6 or Ark? Is Ark Raiders even a AAA studio? I mean, they're gonna be at this rate. Well, one is $40, one is $70. That's a tough question to answer, man, because they're two completely different experiences. If you're asking me personally, I'm saying Ark. That's me. I think, I don't know, but this again, this is more my speed. I have Battlefield 6. I played it. Oh, he's got that. He found that LMG. I have Battlefield 6. And I played it and streamed it for a week, and I'm bored. And that's just a personal thing, because I don't like grinding multiplayer games anymore. I hate respawn modes. They just don't do it for me anymore as a gamer. So I'm already bored, and I'm waiting on the battle royale part of Battlefield 6. And there's nothing wrong with people who enjoy the multiplayer. It's just not for me anymore. And I think Battlefield 6 is really good. I think it's the best Battlefield in recent years for sure. Like it clears 2042 100%. And I think Battlefield 6 is a real true like return to what the franchise was about. And it's an awesome game. I'll still go back and play it from time to time, no doubt. But the Battle Royale is where my head's at. But if you were to ask me, I would buy this over Battlefield. If you have to choose one. But I wish you would have said like, hey, you know, let me play the playtest over the weekend, because then you could have made that decision for yourself. I don't know if you're going to like an extraction shooter. That's the thing. Now, this is crazy to say, but it's not that crazy. I think I'm refunding my Black Ops 7 purchase, because I pre-ordered Black Ops 7 just to play the beta early, and I think I'm refunding it potentially, because I'm never gonna play that multiplayer. I won't. I know I won't. I just don't give a shit about it. I will play whatever they do to Warzone in 6 months, where they bring the blackout experience back. I'll play that, but that's going to be free to play. So I kind of want my $100 back, because I got the deluxe edition. And that's the first time that I've ever legitimately thought about refunding something. Do you get early access if you pre-order Ark? No. The game launches at the same time for everybody. I'm not playing right now. This is a recording of somebody else's YouTube video. That fucking thing is scary as hell. No, no matter what you do, everybody's gonna be playing at the same time for Ark. Stan Stamina, thank you for the 11 months. Lucci Watcher, thank you for the kicks. Just Cuz, thank you for the kicks. Oh. Are we still live? Is this YouTube video just buffering? Yep. Oh, all right, so he got out of that raid. I just pre-ordered this. Can you explain a little bit as we watch? Well, what do you need explained? Like the overall gist of the game? I'll try to break it down easy. So gathering, crafting, stuff like that. Well, I can't explain all that just because I don't have that in front of me right now. And honestly, I'm not that well versed because we didn't have everything available to us. But the overall theme of this game, because a lot of people are like, well, what's the point? The point is you will have a very long laundry list of missions you can do that should keep, and they're going to release more missions in the future to keep people busy. So you have a reason to go into every raid besides just let me wander around, maybe fight somebody and then get out alive. You will have objectives, and they have said that they're gonna, you know, bring more quest lines out as the game progresses, so there's always something new to be doing as the story evolves. So the main objective, really, when you think about Arc Raiders outside of the box, outside of the random PvP clips you've probably seen, the objective is to do the missions. So it gives you a task to do. Stay alive. Potentially fight other raiders if you want to. Or you can go more of kind of like a stealthy play style and kind of stick to your own the whole match and kind of stealth walk around and just loot and try to find rare items in boxes and stuff like that. You can hunt down other players if you want to and steal their shit. You can team up with other players and take down bosses that you wouldn't be able to take down just by yourself. And then you try to get out alive. So you bring and it's just a constant wheel of trying to make little upgrades, chipping away, building your workshop, like upgrading your base back at home. And that's really the whole gameplay loop. There's not like, how do I say this? You don't win an extraction shooter. The extraction shooter just is the win. Does that make sense? Like, there's not like, yes, you do missions and that could be your win. Like, maybe that's your win condition. You go in, I got this mission done. I got out successfully. I almost died to that guy who was chasing me, but I got out just in time. Maybe that's a win for you. Maybe a win for you is going in and killing another player and putting your PvP skills to the test, and then you still get out alive. Maybe that's a win for you. Maybe a win for you is killing one of the bigger bosses on the map and getting some of the loot that only those people would have access to. Maybe that's a win for you. Maybe a win for you is trolling the fuck out of people with grenades and gas grenades and shock charges, like whatever's in this game. There's all types of stuff. The win is the experience in a game like this, and it's a giant sandbox, and really it's up to you how you want to play the game. That's it, man. It's, you know what I mean? It really depends on what you're into. There's a million different ways to play it, and every raid is going to be different. And every raid in and of itself feels like a mini movie where you're the star. And if you're like, just endless amounts of replayability because of that. Endless different ways to approach every raid. And that is what I appreciated about the game. Sure, you could break it down to its most fundamental structure, which is just accept a mission, go into the raid, do mission, don't die, get out alive, go back to the base, make some upgrades, repeat over and over and over again. You could break it down to that. But for me, this is a game that lends itself very, very heavy to just like mini stories that just happen naturally. And that's it for me. What if a win for me is massaging someone's feet? Who am I to tell you you're wrong? I'm not going to get in the way of that. Mac Hobie, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate it, brother. ODB, thank you for the 5 gifted over on the 2, baby. Yeah, everyone's on their own path, dude. Yeah. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Exactly. You know what I mean? Maybe your path is going out and using proximity chat to be like, hey, brother, you look like you've had a long day fighting all these ARC. What if I hit you off with a little foot massage, huh? Would you be into that? Maybe, perhaps? Maybe that's your win condition. Maybe you find people on the map and you just say stuff like that to them. And you wait, and you just, you know, you see how they respond. Maybe you meet the love of your life doing shit like that, and you guys end up getting married and having a big, beautiful family together. You know what I mean? IRL. You know, what if that's your win condition? You're looking for a lover, and you find them out in Speranza. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. I just jumped into the TED Talk. Oh yeah. Welcome. Welcome to the TED Talk, brother. It's a pleasure to have you here. I've seen some crazy comments about this game. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff with this game already. Is this a PC game only? No, this is going to be for everybody at launch day. No waiting if you're on console. This is PC and console day one. Everybody and anybody will be playing together from day one, which is why I think they're going to get it so right. It's the way it should be, yeah. I wish these game developers would take notes from Embark and just wait until their game is ready for everybody instead of just doing these weird-ass staggered releases where they build up all this hype for a game and then they only release it on PC for the first, like, year. And they bait the console community for a year. And then by the time they drop it on console, all the people on console have moved on because it just took too long. Next week or so is going to be rough, but then we got the Battlefield BR and ARC, so the fall will be eating good in the neighborhood, yeah? I'm hoping the Battlefield BR actually does drop next week. It's supposed to be dropping a week from today, so next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is Battlefield Season 1 update. And they have not confirmed it yet, but I'm going to tell you guys just from my sources. All right? Don't come headhunting me if I'm wrong on this one. But from my sources that are pretty good, I have heard from a few little birdies. Now, I'll pause this for a moment. I have heard from a few little birdies that even though Battlefield has not announced that, hey, we're dropping the BR on the 28th, that it's still happening, and they plan on doing it as like a last-minute surprise to just generate a shit ton of hype like the day before. That's what I've heard from people that have inside sources. I'm friends with a lot of people in the content creation scene, so I do have some pretty credible sources usually. I have heard that the day before, so this would be the 27th, so Monday, the day before Battlefield's Season 1 launch, which is next Tuesday, the 28th, they're going to randomly post like a trailer for the Battle Royale, and then it's coming out the next day. That's what I've heard. I've heard there's going to be a new gameplay trailer for the BR the day before, kind of out of nowhere, and they're going to build up a shit ton of hype in that 24 hours, and then the next morning it's launching. That's what I've heard. So we'll see if that happens. And that will be free to play, yes. Everybody can play the Battlefield BR. That is a free to play game. It comes out whilst my wife is away. Oh, what a shame is that? We'll see what happens.
There, outside.
So next year, I mean, next week should be a big week for streams. We just got to get through this week, chat, kind of farting around, which is why I told you that I'm going to be streaming a little bit less hours this week in favor of making videos instead. Because there's not really that much out right now that I want to put my time into streaming all my hours away. I could be making banger Arc Raiders content for this entire week and just prepping for next week instead of, you know, what am I gonna do? Stream fucking Battlefield multiplayer and just grind like a zombie for 6 hours a day? Stream fucking, what, Warzone casuals? You know what I mean? We got plenty of good shit coming next week. We're chilling. Oh my god, there's a lot of ass beating going down in this hallway. You should rest well because you might die for playing this game 72 hours straight like that kid in China in 2015. Oh my god. I'm not gonna play 72 hours straight. Sad there's no proximity chat comedy gold going on in this pre-recorded. I know, dude. They weren't talking to nobody.
Arpeggio. Light impact grenade. Medium ammo.
Sounds like a Diddy party in there. A lot of ass beating going down. There's moaning. Just saw you hit 20k views on yesterday's video. Yeah, yesterday's video is chugging along good. I know it doesn't show up on the platform, but on my end, we're at just under 25k on last night's video. In 14 and a half hours. 2,000 likes already is insane, though. That's the biggest takeaway. 23,000 views and 2,000 likes. That's going to be a good video. I think that video yesterday, the Arc Raiders night mode one, give it a week. Give it a week. I think that one might just hit 100k. It's slower moving because it's not like as viral as the first day when Arc Raiders come out, but that's a video that people will still be watching like 2 months from now, even after the game came out. So I'm very, very excited with the performance on that one. We already have 250 new subscribers from that video alone in 14 hours. My first two Arc Raiders videos, they're gonna be the ones that get me like into this scene for sure. The first video, we have 1,000 new subs from the first video. 1,000 new subs from the first video, already 250 from the second one. And these are people that are subscribing for more Arc Raiders content. So I think we've already set ourselves up better than 90% of people that are like just not posting videos yet. So we're ready to go, man. We're in there.
I heard something from in there.
Bro, the YouTube link in your Twitch section brings you to your old Reacts channel. Just a heads up. Oh, good comms, Ray. Yeah, I haven't updated the About Me in Twitch because I only started streaming again on Twitch like 6-7 months ago. I honestly just forgot about all that. I will, you know what? I'm gonna write that down on my phone right now. I'm gonna go through all my socials and make sure all the links are up to date. Good comms, Ray. Appreciate that. Let's see. Update social links on Twitch and check them on all platforms. Appreciate you, buddy. Tweaks, thank you for the 19 months. Welcome back. Good morning. I did a lot of this gameplay crawling while downed. You do a lot of crawling gameplay, dude? Hell yeah. We love crawling action. Oh, you can upgrade weapons too with lootable items. Yes. Yes, you can. I do not still have access, no.
Appreciate it.
Is there anything you'd like to see added mechanically or gadgets? No. Not off the rip, because we didn't have access to half of the gadgets that are in the game. There's a lot more that were in the technical test too. So you'll see them when the game fully releases. There's a lot more stuff than we got in this playtest. So there's nothing that I can immediately think of that I would want to see like, oh, I absolutely need that in the game. But if I think of something that would be cool, I'll definitely let you know. I don't know if you saw it yesterday, Chris, but there is a there's an item that you can get or craft from these snitches, which are the little drones that they don't shoot you, but they just alert other drones that you're there, and they call in like little drone squads. It's called a snitch scanner. You can kill those, and I believe craft the scanner yourself, and throw the fucking scanner at people. And essentially what that does is you throw a scanner at, let's say some dude tries to flank you, you throw a scanner at him, and it acts the same way as like the little beacon, and you'll hear it go like wah, wah, and then it fucking just calls in AI patrols on the person you just threw it at. Oh, it's so funny. It's so, those things are so troll.
Head home at the North Complex elevator.
So troll. It's awesome. The devs refuse to make the AI easy. Yeah, I don't think the AI needs to be any easier than it is right now. I don't. People are going to adjust and figure out all of the weak spots on the AI anyway, and then eventually it's going to be like second nature killing some of these things. I think anybody saying the AI is too difficult is just straight up a pussy. They don't actually want a challenge. They just want to like brain dead walk through shit and just have it be easy. And those are the same type of people that would be bored of the game in 3 weeks and never play it again, because they'd be like, oh, I don't know, I just walked around one shot in AI and then maybe fought some people. I think those are the same type of people that would just, they would quit the game after a week or two anyway. Those people, what they want is a PvE game, and there's plenty of games that already do that. So go enjoy those. Yes. The environment needs to be hostile. Exactly. The environment needs to be hostile, and not just because of other players. It needs to feel like at any moment you could walk into a situation where it's like, oh fuck, how do I get out of this now? And not just because it's a real player trying to shoot you, because maybe you wandered into a patrol of ARC and there's like 5 of them and you're a solo, and then you see another solo player 50 meters to your right, you have to decide, can I even take either one of these fights? I have to change my entire route, get away from the danger first, reassess. Like that whole mindset is what makes this game feel tense. The only reason games like this are fun is because of the tension. If there's no tension and you don't fear any of the creatures on the map, the fuck are you playing for? Like, go play a campaign on any shooter. What you know what I mean? Like, if there's no tension, this game is just boring. There needs to be some common threat to everybody at all times, and not just the off chance that you might fight someone in a PvP situation. You know? Yeah, and the devs, I watched that interview too. The devs are, their ambition, they said, is for this game to end up being a 10-year run. They don't know that they're 100% going to get there, but they said that's where their vision is for this game. They want this game to still be around in 10 years, the same way that Fortnite's going to be around for 10 years. Minecraft, name any game that's been a staple for borderline 10 years now. You know, your PUBGs, Tarkovs. They want to see this game still be around throughout the next decade. So if they're gonna support this game the same way that they support the finals, then we can expect a lot of content coming our way and pretty consistent updates to the game, because the finals does very well with that. There's always something new on the finals. There's always a new weapon around the corner, some type of new map. Like they support and they keep up with that game very well. Hopefully they do it here too. I think most of the people that say the AI is too tough only played a couple of rounds and never learned any of the weak spots or got any higher class guns. Yeah, I think that's fair to say, because once you learn a lot of this AI's weak spots, like whether it's the propellers or the knees of those spider ones or the rollers, when you learn the weak spots of the AI, you can take them out pretty effectively, even with the weakest, like heavy ammo guns in the game. You don't even need to be upgraded. And then you add in the fact that, like, now you've upgraded some of them to level 2 or level 3 guns, and now the AI starts becoming still a threat, but a little bit more of just a nuisance for the lower tier AI. And it's really just the big ones you got to worry about now. So there will be, like, you're not, like, the AI is going to get easier to deal with as people play the full release and start to have better and better kits. But different maps will have harder AI as well. So we only played the one map. We've pretty much seen everything that spawns on that map. Different maps will have different shit, stronger, weaker, etc. ODB with the $10 super says, so Luch, the other day we were talking about how we wanted lever actions, and now I have 3. A Henry 22 mag, a 357, and a 44 mag. You bought 3 lever action rifles? Thank you for the 10. Holy. Or did you, like, add another one to that collection?
A raider, huh? What do you need?
Zen Strike, thank you for the 24 months. Love you, Luch and the L fam. Greatest stream ever. Thanks for the 2 years. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. They said 12 maps. I think that I don't know if they said 12 maps on release. Maybe 12 maps including all the variations, but definitely just I think it's 5 actual maps on release, but then there will be map variations because some of those maps are going to have nighttime variants I imagine every one will probably have a nighttime raid. Then you have the electric storm variant. So completely different experience during the electric storm, completely different experience during the night raids than the daytime. So there's going to be a lot of variety. But that's just 5 maps at launch. They've already come out in that interview and said that's like 100% guaranteed. There's going to be more maps, new weapons, more maps, new weapons, extended and new quest lines once they feel like people are getting to a point where they've completed most of them. New arc to fight, so new AI enemies. And they said something else too, but that's, I mean, they pretty much guaranteed all of that is already like in the works. Upgrades, so grenades, traps, gadgets, different modifiers to upgrade your weapons to function in different ways, attachments, stuff like that. Did the night map only come out when it was actually nighttime? It feels like I played the night raids only in the evening. That's a good question. I think you might be right as well. I feel like I only ever saw a night raid. No. When I was streaming, the first day of the playtest, when I streamed it, we had the option to do a night raid, and it was like 10 a.m.
People think I just blow stuff up.
So no.
Some pretty nifty contraptions here.
I think it's just random. I think it's random. They probably have it. They probably have night raids set to like a few different times a day.
Well, this is a treat, I must say. I've been expecting it.
It rotates. Yeah, can you see if you can find me that graphic, Pike? So I can bring it up on stream. There's a graphic somewhere that shows you all of the different events and what time throughout the day they spawn. I saw that too, but I didn't save it. If Pike can find it, I'll bring it up on the screen. ODB with the 2. My pops left me the 44 and the 22 when he passed. Oh, nice, dude. So you're gonna have those in the family forever. Night and storms are announced 3 hours in advance. It's on the XDMs. Okay. Give me 1 second, chat. Yeah. Let me bring this up real quick. Let me bring this up real quick for you guys. I gotta trim my beard, dude. Dude, I'm getting flyers everywhere. I didn't really comb that good this morning though. But I'm starting to get some squirrely flyers all over the place. I gotta do a little trimming and shaping. My mustache too. This shit's curling in on me. Look at it. What are you gonna do? Alright, let's see this graphic. Oh, here we go. Arc Raiders alerts. This is what I wanted to see. That's what I want to show you guys. So TikTok, you might not be able to see the full graphic here. So this shows you what you guys were talking about. So the night raid conditions and the electromagnetic storm conditions are 3 times a day, and they do this purposely so that no matter like what schedule you work for work or school, you will have the opportunity to experience one of these, which I think is really fucking awesome. Night raid, you have one spawn at 4 to 5 a.m. You have another from 12 to 1 p.m. and another from 8 to 9 p.m. So those are the night raids. And then the little bit different of a schedule for the electromagnetic storms. 12 a.m. to 1 a.m., 8 to 9 a.m., and then 4 to 5 p.m. And then you have a whole bunch of other stuff. Like this is the Harvester spawn, which is the big thing that the Queen guards. She's got 6 different spawn points all throughout the day. So everybody, no matter what time zone you're in, will have a chance of getting the really the S tier loot. Husk Graveyard only spawns from 2 to 3 a.m. I don't know what's going to be in the Husk Graveyard. Probe Heist is 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Don't know what that is. Hidden Caches or Caches, which are probably just random loot spawns for an hour that give you better loot all around the map. From 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., you have a Lush Blooms spawn. Maybe the map is just full of more greenery and shrubbery and shit. And this is just what we know of right now at launch. Obviously, I think one of the things that they're going to focus on to keep the game unique and innovative is to continue to release more of these like map conditions and come up with the creative ones. What are some things that you guys would like to see as far as like they're calling them map conditions, which is basically just random spawns in events. I would like to see potentially in the future like maybe like a snowstorm. Maybe like a maybe like a creatures one where like some of the animals that are still living on the surface like are out and on the hunt, so it's like double shit you have to deal with. Like maybe there's some like fucking wolves or whatever, like maybe some animals. Sandstorm could be good. Downpouring rain with like floods and stuff. They could do an event called The Flood where it's just torrential fucking downpours. There's rivers and pooling water where there usually wouldn't be. That'd be fucking sick. The flood one would, I mean, that idea right there, I'm already like, hell yeah. That'd be cool. A cum storm, okay. Sometimes I ask myself, like, why? I did not create this community. You guys created your own fucking sick and twisted minds. You know that? Oh, yeah, Sharknado, dude. What if we got a Sharknado? That'd be sick. Like a tornado that comes through and it just hurls sharks at people. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be good. That'd be good. Snowstorm would be sick, especially if they had the AI follow your footsteps in the snow. 1 minute you're looting and the next you turn around and you've been hunted by like 5 AI to your position. I think the AI in this game is good enough where they could probably code it to do that, to follow like player footsteps if they see them in the snow, which would be fucking badass, because then you'd have to be careful about where you step. Like have certain parts of the map be like not covered in snow, but be a little bit more dangerous to traverse. Like maybe there's more AI, but then if you choose to go the snow route, people can track you. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. What if you were hunted by an annoying ass Krampus? Okay. Do you think when they drop the game, they'll put out weed skins? Or will that be later? Yeah, personally, I'm hoping for a Seth Rogen weed skin. I wanna travel around Arc Raiders looking like Seth Rogen. Just like in COD. Hopefully Beavis and Butthead is coming soon, too. Can we just, like, for a moment, The second Beavis and Butthead came out in Call of Duty, like everybody felt it, but nobody wanted to say it. Like, this is the beginning of the end. Once the cell shaded Beavis and Butthead shit dropped, I was like, there is no way Call of Duty is gonna go in a direction that I want it to go ever again. Like, it was funny for the first day, and I was like, this is like, we're fucked. like we're fucked. The Warzone that I loved is gone. And then they got so much backlash that they canceled like all of their fucking collaborations that were that stupid. So Call of Duty is just not for me anymore, man. It's really not. I've grown uninterested in anything they have to offer for Black Ops 6 and now Black Ops 7. I just do not care. The next time I am interested in COD is whatever they do with Modern Warfare 4. And again, I don't give a fuck what they do with the multiplayer, because at the end of the day, it'll always just be multiplayer to me. But I am interested in what we have rumors of being DMZ2. And they're giving them, like, that's all but confirmed at this point officially. But we know that DMZ2 is getting worked on in the background by Infinity Ward, and probably has been for the last 2 years. So that is the next time I think I'll really give a strong fuck about COD is when Modern Warfare 4 drops. And you know what, I take that back. That it won't take that long, because Blackout is coming back. There's a Blackout. Here's a question, and I know we're watching Arc Raiders right now, but when it comes to Warzone, do you think that Warzone and Blackout are going to exist side by side? Like, or like, what are they going to do with that? Because we know that we're getting a new big map experience on Avalon, the new Warzone map or whatever, but is that going to be strictly for the Blackout mode, and then Verdansk is just going to continue to be Warzone? You know, Blackout 2, I think if they bring Blackout back, they'll have a lot of people excited for that, myself included. I'll go back and try it. I think Warzone, they're panicking, Luch, in my opinion. Oh, they are. Yeah, they're just they know that Warzone, their cash cow is not what it was before. And I think they're just throwing shit at the wall. They said that Avalon will be Blackout 2 and Verdansk is going to stay for BR. So big map Warzone is just dead. That just confirms it for me. Big map Warzone is over. It's going to get very, very limited support, and then eventually they're going to sunset it. That's where I see it going. They're probably going to lean into Resurgence. They're probably going to lean into that new Blackout, like the revisiting Blackout again, and try to go back to that. And they'll see what happens with the data. But I think big map Warzone is just going to be an afterthought. Bobby Poff Gaming will still be grinding wins. Big Bob will still be out there fucking win grinding. It's been 6 years since they stopped support for Verdansk. My man's still out there. Nah, Bobby will probably move on to Battlefield BR if it's good. But yeah, Big Bob's been grinding Battlefield 6 multiplayer. He's preparing for BF. And I did see what you guys saw. I did see that Battlefield BR is going to have solos, duos, trios, and quads. It looked like it's going to have everything. I saw the tweets and stuff you guys were paying attention to. I hope that's true. But I mean, I can tell you right now, that's where Bobby's going to be. What was the difference between Warzone and Blackout? I never played Blackout. So with Blackout, there was no loadouts. There was no loadouts. There was more gadgets like grappling hooks and stuff like that. But the main difference is that you had to loot everything you used. You spawned in with a pistol. There were no loadouts in Blackout. It was just the guns that you found and the attachments you picked up. All ground loot. So every upgrade you made came from the ground. No gulag, no perks, none of that shit. It was just a COD BR in its purest form. More akin to something like a PUBG, yeah, because at that time, that's the audience they were trying to captivate, was PUBG players. So it was COD's first real run in a battle royale. Much more like PUBG. Oh yeah, you could pick up perks. You could loot perks on the ground, but everything was you had to find it on the map. There was no loadouts. Which in my opinion, games are better that way. I digress. That's just my opinion. Please don't shoot. Yeah, we're just watching some past raids today, guys. That's all we're doing. I'm not playing live. I'm not playing live right now. I know I see a lot of people being like, how are you still playing this? The server test did end. We are just watching some no commentary gameplay from this dude Royal Gaming on YouTube. Shout out Royal Gaming. And we're just talking, man. We're just talking because I don't really have any interest in streaming anything else right now. I don't want to play Warzone. I don't want to stream Battlefield, so kind of just talking about Arc Raiders, just chatting, chilling. Am I gonna try Marathon's second test this weekend? I'm gonna be honest, Blitz, I have almost no fucking interest in anything Marathon is doing anymore. I thought that game looked like dog shit when it came out. I did not think it looked good at all. It looked like ass. Hopefully Marathon gets it together and impresses me enough for me to want to play it. I'm not gonna say no. If Marathon ends up being good, I'll play it. But everything I saw looked like something I was just not interested. That shit looked like trash. And I didn't like that Marathon. I don't know if you guys saw the scandal with Marathon, but essentially they stole somebody's artwork entirely and then based everything in the game around someone's stolen artwork without ever asking for their permission. That rubbed me the wrong way. And made me not want to ever support that game ever. So,
Thanks.
and it just doesn't look fun. It didn't, like, I saw the first playtest for Marathon. It just did not look fun at all, dude. Yeah, and their response to stealing all of the artwork, they just didn't give a fuck. They not like doubled down, but like all right. Yeah, Marathon looked, oh my god, dude. Marathon looked super like corporate bullshit, dude. It looked so fucking soulless. Please show it. You guys want to see Marathon for 1 second? I'm not going to show it for too long, but here, let me show you some Marathon gameplay from the last playtest. Marathon, no commentary. This is from 6 months ago. Like, brother, this shit looks so fucking ass. Like, ew, like, what the fuck mobile game ass shit is this? Hell no am I playing this fucking trash. This shit looks so terrible. I forgot how bad this looked. And like, what the fuck am I watching? Is this a fucking Lego game? What is this?
Down here.
Bro, this, oh my god, I can't believe, like, there were people that tried so hard to say this game looked good. They bless their hearts. They tried so hard to convince their audiences that they were having a good time playing this shit. And I'm like, bro, you guys all look dead inside playing this fucking slop. Please do not lie to yourselves. This game is not good. Oh my god. And then like the whole stolen content thing from that person who made the artwork. Like, yeah, fuck that game. That looks like a Lego game from 2008. Mike Peck, thank you for the 3 months. Good morning, buddy. What game was that? That was Bungie's Marathon. The game that I originally thought was going to be the next era of extraction shooters when they first teased this like 2 years ago. You guys remember me talking about this back when we were still streaming DMZ and we kind of first got the teasers for Marathon? I thought Marathon was going to be that guy. I really did. That was before we saw any gameplay. All we got was like teaser trailers and shit. I was like, this might be the one. This might be the next, the first extraction shooter that's really gonna captivate everybody. The fuck it is. That bitch is Arc Raiders. That's the game. You're looking at the game that's gonna captivate the casual extraction shooter audience first for the first time ever across all platforms. We're playing it right now. Well, I'm not playing it right now. We will be playing it in 9 days. It for sure ain't gonna be Marathon. No way. No way. Tarkov, dude. Chat, I'm gonna say something bold, and this is gonna piss the Tarkov guys off. I think Tarkov had its chance, and it's over. I'll pause the game again, because I need to say this. I think Tarkov had its chance, and it's over. The only people that play Tarkov are the people that play Tarkov as their only game. They're Tarkov lifers. For the casual person, there are no casuals just casually getting into Tarkov. There's a lot of things that Tarkov does incredibly right, and the game is a fucking phenomenal game. But most people, I saw a TikTok yesterday and explained it perfectly. Arc Raiders is Tarkov for employed people. I'll say it again. Arc Raiders is just Tarkov for people with jobs and lives and families. Ain't nobody got fucking 40 hours a week to learn how to become mediocre at Tarkov. You gotta fucking have a screen up on the left to learn the maps. And like nobody's fucking, like, no casual person is fucking doing that, bro. You have the Tarkov hardcore players that, like, that's the only game they love. They got good at it, so that's the game they're sticking with. And for those people, the game is great. For the casual average person that's just trying to find something to game a few hours a week, that game ain't fucking Tarkov. I can promise you that. That's not saying Tarkov is not objectively, like, probably overall the best true extraction shooters experience out there, but that don't matter if it's so hardcore that the average person just doesn't have the time to get decent at it. That's just the fucking truth, man. I think Tarkov is great for what it is, but I think Tarkov being, like, known as the extraction shooter, that time is coming to an end. That time is coming to an end. It was always going to happen. Eventually, another game was going to take over the spotlight of Tarkov for being the extraction shooter that people love. That time's coming. That time is coming. Not saying Tarkov's going to die, but Tarkov's not going to dominate the market for much longer. I don't even think it is anymore, to be honest with you. I think it's slowly been trickling players. I don't think Ark will take over the spotlight from Tarkov, then you're crazy. I'm sorry, but brother, the writing's on the wall. Does Tarkov have console support? Yeah, Tarkov is fun, but it's not gaining any new players. Is Tarkov on some massive resurgence, gaining new players coming to the game? Nope. It's the same core player base in Tarkov. They've been pretty much the same player base for years now. Tarkov is also only on PC, so that cuts out every console market and every potential player that only has console. There you go. They can't play Tarkov. Sever that lifeline right there. You know what I mean? Tarkov will get console the announcement. That's fine, but I still think Tarkov is going to run into the same exact issue that Delta Force and ABI are going to run into on console, and that's that the menu systems in a game that's as complex as Tarkov is, I don't think it's ever going to be, even if it comes to console, I just don't think it's ever going to be intuitive feeling enough on a controller because of how intricate the menu system is. I don't. I think it's going to be too overwhelming for most people. Just allow mouse and keyboard on console. Simple, not a hard thing to do. Yeah, brother, that's not going to be a solution for most people. That's a fantasy world. You can say just play mouse and keyboard on console all you want, but the reality is you deal with input lag doing that, because I've done it. And the average console player does not want to fucking hook up a mouse and keyboard to their setup. They just want to get in, plug their controller in, play the game, have a good time. They don't want to have to learn mouse and keyboard just because the menu system is too complicated on controller. They're not going to do that. That's a dream world that you're living in, which is a utopia that, like, in theory, if everybody just did that, Tarkov would be just fine on console, but everybody's not going to do that. I would say 99% of people are not going to do that. They just want to use their controller like they always have. Arc Raiders will do... That's my point. Arc Raiders will do for extraction shooters what Apex Legends did for BR. Yep. That's kind of how I feel about it. I think Arc Raiders is going to be the game that popularizes extraction shooters and takes them to more of the public limelight, because extraction shooters have been pretty big, but as far as player bases, they still are kind of a more niche thing for most people. I think a game like this is going to be the game that appeals to more of the masses because it's a more simplified, like, look at this menu right now. This looks a little bit overwhelming, but it's way more simplified than Tarkov or Arena Breakout for the average person, especially on controller. You have 4 different ammo types. That's it. You have an armor slot, you have an augment slot, 2 weapons, and then a quick use slot, which is the same kind of way that Apex Legends works, where you have a quick use wheel for all your heals and gadgets and stuff and shields. It's the same shit. It's anybody coming from Apex Legends, I think, will have just fine of a time playing this game. Again, I knew saying that would aggravate some people that love Escape from Tarkov. I love Escape from Tarkov. I love watching Escape from Tarkov. But as a person that is more of a, you know, a casual Tarkov player, someone that's tried it a couple of times, brother, that game is not forgiving to new players. You know? It's very, like, the barrier to entry on a game like Escape from Tarkov to get even semi-decent is so, it's such a big hurdle for a lot of casual players to overcome. And the thing is, like, once you get decent at Tarkov, the game is fucking brilliant. You can have just as many crazy player-to-player interactions and clutch moments. Like, Tarkov is genius when it's played the way it's supposed to be played, but most people will never get to that level of skill because the game doesn't help you at all. It just throws you to the wolves And the average person that's coming home after working a fucking 10-hour day in this economy is not going to want to be like, just go get their ass beat by Tarkov. You know what I mean? It's just so unforgiving. It's not that it's a bad game. It's a great game. I just struggle to see Tarkov ever getting like this resurgence of players.
Having a good day?
That's all.
You're not one of my regulars.
Just cuz, thank you for the kicks. Appreciate you, big dog.
Oh, don't lie.
Uh,
You just came here to see little old me, didn't you?
Luch, can you do a simple walkthrough of how to play this game? Nothing detailed, just a simple walkthrough. All right, I've answered this question twice today. So clearly there's a lot of people that are coming to extraction shooters for the first time. What I'm gonna do for you guys is, just at the risk of repeating myself 18 times today, I will on launch day, we'll take it slow, we'll take it easy, and I will kind of walk through everything with you guys. Is that cool? I won't rush into the game and try to immediately just start doing 1,000 things at once. On launch day, when this game comes out, because I'm going to be live super early in the morning, I'll hold your hand through all the systems. I'll go over everything in detail, and then we'll start doing some missions, some raids, and stuff like that. Let's just save that for launch day in 9 days next Thursday, because I have no problem teaching you guys the basics, but I can't get back in the game to go through everything the way I would want to go through it right now, so it's all just off memory. So let's do that. Yeah, maybe I'll make a video, even just like a short form video on it. If people think if people think they need help. Yeah, my wife's in the chat right now. See what she just said? And I said this yesterday because she was in here talking about it. My wife is someone that's always watched me play extraction shooters, but she's always said like it's just too much for me. Like there's just too much going on. Like the inventory management, the backpack systems, all the different types of ammo. It's like she's watched me play Arena Breakout and she knows why I like it, but she's like, it wouldn't be for me. I don't think. Like there's just so much going on. And for her, a big thing with like Arena Breakout and Delta Force was like, oh, I got riddled with bullets and now I have to use a surgical kit, but then I also have to use a bandage to stop the bleeding. But then I also, I'm dehydrated, so now my stamina's low. Oh, fuck, I didn't bring a water bottle in. Guess I'm running slow. And now my energy's low because I forgot to bring a fucking candy bar to eat. And it's just all these different systems to manage the entire time you're playing. And for the casual person, that can be too much. Like that, like all the super complex healing systems, it's just too much for the average person that just wants to get on and experience the game. Now, some people love it. I eat that shit up. I think it's great. Some people don't want to deal with all that. That sucks for the average person that just wants to come home and play a couple hours of games every night. Games like Arc Raiders bridge that gap between feeling, you get to feel the tension of an extraction shooter with a game like Arc Raiders without all the extra complexity just for the sake of being complex. So you get shot in the face in Arc Raiders. You have two things to worry about. Can I get my shields back? Can I get my health back? That is it. You're not bleeding, so you don't have to use a tourniquet for certain injuries. You don't have to use a splint for other injuries. You don't have to use a bandage for other injuries. You don't have to worry about getting hydrated. It is just heal your shields, heal your health, get back in the fight, or get the fuck out of Dodge. It's just simplified. If you've ever played Apex Legends, the healing system in this game is almost identical to Apex Legends. It's simplified and it's easy to understand. You have two different types of heals. Things that are going to recharge your shield and things that are going to recharge your health. You have your basic bandages and your basic shield recharges, and then you have better bandages that heal bigger amounts of health and faster. and you have better shield rechargers that do the same thing. And that's it. That's all there is to manage. Health and shields. Most people can do that. And that's why Apex succeeded, where a lot of other BRs failed, because Apex simplified that idea. Arc Raiders 100% stole their inspiration from Apex Legends with the healing system. Guaranteed. Like you can just tell they got inspiration from Apex with the way they approached heals. And I do think that's going to be good for the casual player. But bro, cheaters might ruin this game like Delta Force. I don't think so. The anti-cheat in the finals is very, very good. Embark has a very strong anti-cheat. That's number one. Number two, the game costs money. Delta Force is free. Warzone is free. What other games? What other games am I missing that are free that have a hacker problem? You notice how all these free-to-play games have a crazy fucking hacker problem unless they have a good anti-cheat? That $40 price tag does a pretty good job at keeping most of the hackers out. So it's going to be $40 per account for people to try to cheat in this game, which is going to dissuade a lot of people from cheating. And the anti-cheat with Embark is historically good. Again, I will reference the finals, their other game. Same people that make the finals that are making Arc Raiders. Their anti-cheat is known for being pretty good. So you combine a pretty good anti-cheat with a $40 price tag, and now all of a sudden a game that could have been riddled with hackers at launch. Maybe you play this game and you never run into one. There's a lot of people that'll never run into a hacker ever on this game. Maybe you will. Maybe on the rare occurrence you get that one douchebag that has a big deep pocket and he'll spend $40 over and over again to rage hack on a game like this. But I would say that most people are not even going to know that hackers exist in a game like this. Like Luch said, if it costs money, people will not want to cheat. There's gonna be people that try to buy the game and still cheat, but that $40 price tag over and over and over again is gonna run people's pockets that are trying to hack in the game. And honestly, I said this the other day, but I don't think most hackers have very deep pockets. I think they're little shit stains on society who probably live in a fucking dark basement. I don't think they're going to shell out hundreds of dollars to keep hacking over and over and over again. Maybe they will. There's some people that will. There's a couple of them out there. Absolute psychopaths. But I just don't want to believe that the average person that's cheating in video games has so much money, like disposable income, that they're willing to spend thousands and just rage hack over and over again. But I don't know. Maybe they will. Mr. Mess, thank you for the 150 kicks. Good morning, buddy. V, thank you for the $5. Is there a limit to how many skill points you can get? Probably yes. You're not going to be able to max out your skill trees. You'll have to make choices in the skill trees because you're only going to have a certain amount of skill points, 100%. That way you have a certain play style that you build with your character, whether they're better at mobility, they have more stamina, they're quieter when they break shit open. You will have to make choices. You can't max them all out. Viper with the $10 super, baby. Good morning, Luch. I'm scared of stairs. They're always up to something. Okay. I had a scan yesterday and it looks like my cancer is shrinking in my lungs. Guess I can't do the iron lung breaststroke. Oh my god, dude, that makes me so fucking happy, Viper. Chat, can we get some W's in the chat? for Viper, it looks like the treatment is working on his lung cancer and the cancer is shrinking. Bro, I almost just got fucking emotional for a second. That is, I am so happy to hear that right now, because I've been thinking about you every day, brother, because I know your story pretty well at this point because you've been here for a while, and that, I mean, that is obviously we're gonna take that W while it's here, but we're gonna keep moving up, keep moving forward and keep staying strong and just make sure we continue to stack the W's. But for now, absolutely, we're gonna take that fucking W. Congratulations, man. That is good to hear. I'm praying for you every day, man, that it keeps going that direction. That's awesome. So fucking happy, man. Slow roll, thank you for the 4 months. Welcome back. Sent you a bunch of W keys, Viper. Keep the shrinkage going. We love shrinkage, baby. We love shrinkage. Everybody loves a little shrinkage. Viper coming in with the 10 gifted, baby! Let's go! Legend. Fucking awesome, dude. We go Friday for my wife's scan on her thyroid cancer. Hopefully that shit is gone. A lot of people dealing with cancer treatments right now. This is like Futterway. I didn't even know that was going on with you guys, but I wish you guys the best too. Shit is, I saw some statistic the other day. I'll say a prayer for you and your wife as well, of course. But I saw some statistic the other day. It's like 1 in 4 people will develop some type of, it might even be 1 in 3, like a crazy high amount will have to deal with some type of cancer at some point in their lives. Which makes sense as you're getting older and stuff. You know, the body's metabolic function is not as good as it once was. Things break down, mutations happen. I get it, but people are getting cancer younger and younger and younger, and it's happening like all the time. And I mean, it's got to be the food. It's not even a gotta be. Like we know it's the food and the shit that's in the food that's not good for us. And they push it in our faces, and I'm sure there's there is a little bit of genetic risk to it and exposure risk depending on what type of field of work you're in, but the food, a lot of the food is fucking poison, man. It just is. I have Viper, I'm gonna be honest, Viper, your story is what inspired me to start eating way better than I had been my entire life. Legitimately, I just want you to know that, like, your story with, you know, your cancer journey is a big part of, you know, what got the wheels clicking in my head to, like, hey man, like, I should probably make some lifestyle changes. And I've been very conscious about what I've been putting in my body. I've been eating very well, and I've been exercising regularly again, and I feel great. And I want to thank you for kind of helping inspire that as well. I mean, I had already been thinking about it for a long time, but you know, it makes you think. Jeeper, thank you for the 35 months. Appreciate it. Is this guy going in for another one? I think he is. Viper with another 5. Hold on, Jeeper. Let me read his message first that he sent, and then I'll read yours. Wife told me it's not small, it's average size, plus it's cold outside. Don't get emotional. It's part of my life. I appreciate you. Well, thank you, brother. All right, Jeepers, with the 35 months, did you see Arc Raiders HQ's latest tweet? No. No, I did not. Apparently, you're hyped about it, though, so let's see it. Arc Raiders HQ. Let me bring up that real quick. Let's see what they're talking about. Arc Raiders HQ. There's a lot of Arc Raiders news pages. Arc Raiders HQ. I'll have to follow this one. Which tweet are we referencing here, Jeeper? Arc Raiders HQ. Their latest tweets. About the criticism? I'm looking for it right now. I don't know like what is I don't know like what is what am I looking for here in this tweet? What am I looking for here with this? Is this what we're looking at? I don't is this an official account? No, they're not affiliated with Embark. This is just some dude saying that talking about giving the game criticism. Yeah, no, it's just I thought it was their latest. They are verified. I mean, anybody can be verified. They have to have like the golden check to, I think, be actually affiliated with someone. But their profile says not affiliated with Embark, and it's purely a fan account, which is fine. Okay, Reddit's looking good today. I see why that would have been exciting though, because they're open to like criticism and stuff. No, it's fine. Okay. So let's read some memes, chat. We'll end the stream with some memes for about a half hour, and we'll see some clips in the Arc Raiders subreddit and see if anything new has come up. Again, for those of you curious that are like, oh, what does it mean end stream? I'm only streaming for like 3 hours today and probably 3 hours tomorrow. Thursday and Friday, maybe we'll go a little bit longer. We'll play some stuff, but I'm taking this time this week to really focus on editing and not like just stream like mindlessly stream for hours on end, because I don't think it's helping my case. I'd rather just be making videos on this game. So after 3 days, Arc Raiders has already lost 99% of its player base. You guys get the joke? You guys get the joke? Because the playtest is over. But somehow there's still 2,800 fucking people in the game just staring at the menu. Everybody laugh. Everybody laugh painfully. There's still 2,800 diehard motherfuckers. They're going to be in the game for the next 9 days. They're not shutting their PCs off. Okay. Types of headaches: migraine, hypertension, stress, having to use the item quick wheel mid-combat because there are no separate keybinds for heals, shield rechargers, and utilities. I agree with that. I would like to change that. I would like some healing quick binds instead of having to use the same fucking utility wheel for everything. I agree with that. This is some dude. I really tried. This has 1.7k upvotes. Is this like a little story? Oh my god, this is like a little fan fiction story. Okay, let's read this together. We need to put some dramatic music on, I think, though. YouTube, I'm sorry, you're not going to hear the dramatic music. You're not going to hear the dramatic music, I'm sorry. Let's put some emotional music on while we read this. Hold on. Solo. I stalked a player for a good couple of 100 meters. Watched what he did, how he moved, how he reacted to arc and distant gunfire. I studied my opponent. I followed him into a building, waited for him to loot, and had him dead to rights. He hops on the mic and starts talking to me. I ask him if he wants to fight. I can see he's outgeared and outgunned. He says no. I say okay and run up to him unarmed. We loot the room together. We're ready to leave the room and the Hornet comes out of nowhere. I shoot it once and reload, shoot again and miss. I look at my new friend wondering why isn't he helping? I see a red light and try to get out of the way, but get tased. Then I'm met with a hail of gunfire from my new friend and get knocked. I ask him why he killed me. He stays silent, pulls out his hammer and begins working me. Okay. That last line is crazy. Pulls out his hammer and begins working me. Of all the ways he could have phrased that, that's what the fuck he said. Is this 50 Shades of Arc? What the fuck are we reading right now? All right, man. I tried to play friendly. I tried to help a new player. I tried to team up and get a cool story to share on Reddit. Maybe spark a culture of sportsmanship. But no, I will never trust a raider again. It's dog-eat-dog world out there. And now, this dog is hungry. That sounds like one of my narrations in one of my videos, dude. I'm gonna fucking use basically this guy's script in a video. I'm just gonna fucking plagiarize the shit out of this. Sorry, bud. You know what? I might even just like post that, like a screenshot of that on the screen while I read it. I wonder if that guy's a fan. That's me the other night when I no longer trust anybody. Yeah. Ariel thought it'd be a good idea to try to be friendly with everybody in Arc Raiders. And every time we approached someone, she would use the stupid ass fucking emote wheel to be like, don't shoot. And they would look at us and you could just fucking tell they were going to start lighting our shit up. So I did it first. I would start like they would aim down sight at us. And I'm like, these people are just going to fucking shoot us. So I start blasting. She's like, I'm trying to be friendly. The one time I don't shoot, we get fucking destroyed because they weren't friendly. And I knew if they don't answer you back in the microphone, assume they're going to shoot. Anybody that has the willingness to be friendly most of the time is going to speak back to you. If they're not answering, I'm fucking shooting. I am shooting. See, oh, here we go. What don't shoot does to a motherfucker. Let's watch this clip. What don't shoot does to a motherfucker. Let's see how this goes for him.
Hey, don't shoot! Yes!
Let's see how this goes.
Don't shoot! Hey, don't shoot!
This might as well be my wife's gameplay.
Don't shoot! Thanks a lot. Yes!
You see, like that dude pretended to be cool for a second and then fucking lit his ass up anyway. I'm not trusted. Listen, here's what I can give you guys a promise from your boy in Arc Raiders. You ever run into me topside? Here's how it's gonna go. If you do not have a microphone, I am shooting you in the fucking head in game. I am blasting. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. If you're near me, you even look at me, I'm shooting the shit out of you. Now, you can be rest assured, I will always try to be carrying a defib on me. So if you want to speak and say, hey, dude, no, I'm cool, we can go our separate ways, I'll res you. I'll res you. But if there's no communication, you're not saying anything back to me, you're getting blasted. You're getting blasted, and you better plug that goddamn microphone in if you want to see the next fucking day.
Think of the rivers of blood.
Oh, dude, this is from yesterday. Remember the video we watched yesterday with the 2 different POVs? Someone synced them up when that team of 6 solos was killing the Leaper. Someone synced up the footage. This was 2 separate people. I still can't believe this happened. If I see you in game, I'm getting out of there. Look, there's a very good chance that I'm going to eventually find my signature skin. So if you ever run into me, you might know it's me by the operator skin that I'm wearing. I'm going to find something that I love, and I'm going to rock that. Like, pretty much permanently, unless we find another skin that I like more. But I'm going to try to find something like a signature skin that people would maybe assume that it's me if they see me out in the wilds. Let's see. Thinking about Arc Raiders, playing Arc Raiders. Finally, an extraction shooter that feels like this. Yep. For the first time, my hopium for the game being good actually matches what it feels like to play it. Yep. I feel like the name change kills the surprise of what it actually does. Wait, they changed the name of this? Was it not always Leaper? Petition to change their names from snitches to narcs. That's good. That's good. that's good. I don't know what that's, just random clips. This is me. This was me this morning trying to figure out what I was going to do on stream. Said it's going to be a long week. It's just a dude with like the only other option being Battlefield 6. This is exactly how I felt this morning when I was trying to deliberate what the fuck I was going to do on stream. Just 9 more days, y'all. It's Dave Chappelle, but it's Ashley Larry, the crackhead Dave Chappelle with an Arc helmet on. I love that. Oh my god. Let me see. Any other funny videos? Barricading the tower zipline. What the fuck? Oh my god! You can put a barricade at the top of the fucking zip and they can't get off the zip. They're just stuck at the top. This is... All right, so I don't know how we're gonna make that happen, but we're gonna make that happen because that is fucking toxic as hell. All right, what else I got? We can sort this by media, right? You guys told me yesterday. Yeah, that's what I want. I want some videos. I want to see some clips. Let's see.
It's gotta be.
I want to go for the clips that have like a lot of views. Not that there are some hidden gems, because there definitely are. You never forget your first kill. Ooh. Look at. This is why I love the shotguns in this game, and I think I'm gonna be a shotgun main. Like, you can run 2 weapons, but I think I'm gonna be a shotgun main. Look at how hard this dude gets hit with that pump. Look at that fucking damage. That is all of his shields and like 25% of his health, which means the pump is a 2-shot. If he hits another pump right here, this guy's fucked. I'm definitely going to be using the shotgun a lot. Shotgun looks fun as hell. Definitely. Okay, this is the skin that I'm talking about. This is the skin that I had during the playtest. It was like that cowboy hat looking ass one. This is the one I want to use. It's in my thumbnail from the first YouTube video. I don't know if I still have it or if I bought it ahead of time, or maybe it comes with deluxe, but that's the one I want. That's loud as shit. Also, I gotta remember, there's a way to turn the HUD off. You can turn the HUD off in this game with a function key that I didn't know, and it makes this game so much more cinematic. I'm going to be turning the HUD off for a lot of my intros and stuff for this game, because I didn't realize you could do that until I saw it yesterday. I wish I had known that ahead of time. Let's see. These videos are so loud.
What do you reckon? What do we do?
We just need one of us to pop it.
Okay, this guy tried barricading the zip line as well.
Are they breaking my barriers down?
Oh, so he
right below us.
He's got a door barricade. I forgot door barricades are a thing.
It sounds right below us.
Just cuz, thank you for the 200 kicks, by the way.
They're above us. They are. I saw sparks. I'm watching this door.
These guys got to be in a party chat because they would be able to hear everything. Dude, he's got... There you go. Get them
You don't
grenades.
have another barricade on you, do you?
Get those fuse grenades out, dude. Those things hit like a truck.
Let's leave that turret there in case they somehow get away, like, outside. Because they can get on this ledge here. I just hopped out.
Bam, bam.
Nice, downed him.
Where the fuck?
Another frag.
Those grenades are fucking people up in there.
I'm pushing. Who's with me? Let's get him. With me. There you go. That might not be it. One more. Up top. Right here.
This dude is just rushing this guy.
Both push him. Together. Don't worry about me. Fight. That's 2 down, it's just them.
No, the bait is not up. We're just watching clips right now. We've just been watching clips today, brother. Clips and
That's full team.
Video footage. W comms by that guy for sure. W comms. Oh man. Might be that point of the day, chat. I know I've been live just about 3 hours right now, but I think I might get in the editing booth just this week. Bear with me. I want to just get I'm so locked in on fucking content this week. Yeah, Ted, I just can't. what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? I could watch Arc Raiders content for 6 hours a day, or I could play fucking Battlefield multiplayer and like just to say that I streamed. But I think the best use of my time this week is to just when for me, I'm a very much like when I got the burning passion to actually sit down and edit, I got to do it. And I'm gonna want to be playing the shit out of the game next week. I'm gonna want to be streaming 6-7 hours a day next week when this game fucking drops. I'm not gonna want to sit in the editing booth because I'm gonna want to be live and excited with everybody. But right now, like, I got tons of footage. I can make tons of videos. I think right now is the time where I go all fucking in on editing, and that way next week when this shit launches, like, we're already fucking. I mean, we're going 90 miles an hour, baby. We're going 90 miles an hour, baby. So, what games? If I was gonna play some games this week, which tomorrow we will get back to gaming, is there anything you guys want to see? I know Ted wants to see some Arena Breakout Infinite. So if we're gonna get in like a real stream, like a gaming sesh, like what do we want to see? Because we got 3 more streams this week before I take the weekend off. I know a lot of people want to see Arena Breakout Infinite. Some people do enjoy watching Battlefield multiplayer. So maybe one day of Arena Breakout, maybe one day of Battlefield 6 multiplayer, and then we'll have to pick something for the third day. We could revisit PUBG again, but I kind of want to save PUBG until December. I'm sorry, January, so we can do our next I visited PUBG in 2026 video. Kind of been holding off on PUBG for the end of the year till that. I have not tried Escape from Tarkov yet, although I saw that on Twitter yesterday, and I didn't really look too much into it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Escape from Tarkov? Apparently it's a fucking non-PvP like Tarkov clone, top down, but it's with ducks. That's all I know. I didn't look into it that much, but I don't know. Maybe we can play something stupid. We could play the finals a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe we just try to make it fun, do some goofy shit. So, all right, guys. I'm gonna end it a little bit early today. Thank you guys for kicking it with me this morning. I know these streams are a little bit more not in my wheelhouse, and we've basically been just chatting for 2 days straight, but I'm gonna get in the editing booth, man. I'm gonna get back in the editing booth, and I'm gonna start working on some short form stories now, and just get on the grind. So expect at least expect a new short form video tonight, somewhere between 1 and 2 minutes long. It's gonna be a mini story. Expect another one tomorrow. I might edit 2 today because it's short form instead. And just expect the Arc Raiders content to keep flowing all week. And I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow. I'll decide what I'm playing tomorrow. It's probably going to be either Arena Breakout Infinite or some Battlefield 6 multiplayer. But we will play something tomorrow morning. So a little bit more of a normal stream tomorrow. We'll probably get in a good 4 hours at least. But I'll catch you guys in the morning. I'm gonna go get back in the fucking lab. All right, I'll see you guys.